water main, or the storm main. They call it the storm sewer line. And then we'd go next to the sanitary sewer line. Okay, so we go next to the sanitary sewer, and it's the same thing all over again. It's just we're locating. You can see how I got in red there. That's where you're going to see where we just located that one, right? It's just this guy that we just located, and this next one is going to be located pretty close to it. Okay, so what you're going to find is you're going to think, well, geez, that seems awful close, awful close. Keep an eye on this little handout. This is exactly what you're producing. This is what you're going to hand in to me. This is the data from the field notes, is all of this information right here. So this is what you are producing. Okay, you got a sanitary line. Sanitary line that goes out here and here. There's no storm that goes that way. The storm only goes here and goes this way, right? And the water main's just here, the hidden line, and here. Okay, so this, just keep an eye on this. I sometimes would suggest if you should print this one out, if anything, when you're in lab, and you can use this information. This is all the information that you need to put on your drawing. Okay, there's a lot of other stuff, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff telling you how long the pipe is, right? What it's telling you the diameter, which I do want on your. I do want you to put the diameter on yours, but it's got the slope of the pipe. We're not going to put that on our as-built drawing. Okay, that's all in the field notes. If they need that, they can go to that. This is more or less to let them know what size pipe's down there. So if they know that there's a water main break, then they know they have to bring 150 millimeter diameter pipe. Or if they have a sewage problem, right, 200 millimeter pipe. And if it's a storm drain, they know they have to bring a 300 millimeter pipe. Okay, so that's all. That's all the information that we're going to be putting on ours. Okay, so that's using your compass to take field data, right? You've got the measurements, you're triangulating different manholes or catch basins, or you get into the water main. So the sanitary is very similar to the storm, and sanitary 8. And it takes you up and out, and then you get to the water main, and it's a little bit different, right? It's going to show you that we don't have these in our handout. I think on the I've taken those out of the electronic file. This is this is what we used to use for the whole project at one time. All you have is fire hydrant number 1 and fire hydrant number 4, which are these. There's fire hydrant number 1 there, and fire hydrant number 4 is right there. Okay, the other ones you don't have. They're down around this part of the subdivision. So that's how you locate the distance. Like you're going to say, where's that valve located? Well, there it is. There it tells you that the distances for those where those valves are going to be located. You're going to find this one so small that you'll just be able to fit it in. This one you've got a lot more space to work with right there. Right, can't zoom in there. I'll try to zoom in there for you, but you can see how the valve is closer to the fire hydrant than it is to the elbow. Okay, so you'll locate that. And so the water main, you got the water main 1, and then it goes water main 2, and you locate the water. The water's up here on the Glencairn Drive, so the water main is up here coming along. Okay, and then we're going to connect off of it. So you'll see there's your handout. This sheet that I'm working on right now. That's going to be what you're going to get as a handout right there. Is that going to focus? Sort of. Okay, so that's that's kind of like where they're bringing their services off of. Okay, so that's what's existing, and we're going to do our new subdivisions working off of this stuff. So what ours is going to look like. That's not the best. This one's not much better either. That photocopy got kind of washed out there, but we're just tying into that storm, and we're tying into the water main. So we're going to tie into the water main right there and that storm, right? The sanitary, it drains off and goes, the sanitary drains off and goes this way, the sewer, and goes that way and that way and that way and that way, okay? So, oops, sorry. The sanitary drains off. The sanitary does not hook up to this existing. It kind of drains this way, and it drains this way, and then it drains and goes out that way. Okay, so it doesn't tie in up there, but what the reason why I'm kind of showing you this stuff up here is so that you can just see the size of this stuff is all just 1/8 of an inch. If you take your circle template, just use the exact same size, okay? Just 1/8 of an inch for all of these items, okay? Fire hydrant's the same, just 1/8 of an inch. Okay, it's just a symbol. So use 1/8 of an inch and just copy the circle. If you forget, what size did he say? Don't know, just go and put your circle template over top and use that as your, when you go to locate this one down here. All right, you go to locate that one, you will just take that, and where they all intersect, that would be where the manhole is. So I'll go and I'll put my circle template over top of that, and I'll draw in a dark circle. And there's my first manhole that I've located. Okay, I strongly suggest at that time that you get that drawn, is that you say, okay, that is a okay. It's showing you the line type that it is. It's a hidden line. The line types are right here. The storm is a single dash, right? The storm, concrete storm is a single dash, and the sanitary is a double dash line, and then the water main is just a hidden line. Okay, so the water main. Yep. Okay. So I would strongly suggest just drawing those lines in dark while you're there, and you know what line type you're using, and that you know that that is part of the storm, because like I showed you earlier, you're going to get a bunch of other things happening here, right? And so you're going to get all these arcs. If you just go ahead and draw everything and just get the arcs all done and you don't kind of note what they are, then what ends up happening is you're going to get confused probably later on. So I would take, and at the time of getting this done, I would take and draw a line, and it's just a dark line with a single dash, dark line, single dash, and hook that up like that, right? And so we know that's part of the storm, and so I go locate the next manhole, and then connect that up with a line and a dash. And that's how I would proceed through. You're going to see that you're going to have a line type dash for a single dash for the water or the storm main, and then you're going to have a double dash for the sanitary main, and then a hidden line for the water main. All right,